everybody. So it's been a pretty good weekend actually. So it's in America, it's Labor Day weekend, which means that Monday is typically a holiday. And in the past, I used to work a lot of service jobs, and service people don't typically get holidays off. Sadly enough, just some good examples for you. Remember Black Friday, which happens the day after Thanksgiving when all the sales are ridiculous and um, people get trampled and stuff trying to go shopping, which I think is stupid. But so Black Friday became almost like a pseudo holiday, but then over the past several years, they've made it even more ridiculous. So now the Black Friday sales are also sales on Thanksgiving itself or the day before Thanksgiving. So anybody who's worked retail now basically doesn't get a Thanksgiving. I think it's awful. But what I'm trying to say is that a lot of times people have to work on the holidays. And even in my current job, a lot of times I have to work holidays too because we often run some sort of promotion on the holidays because it helps us tap into a huge population of people that have a day off that might be able to come and donate if you give them stuff. So like for Thanksgiving, we give away pies, and they're donated pies from like Sara Lee, and we get a lot of people. So a lot of times I don't even get holidays off. But we take turns, and so this is actually one of the rare holidays that I got off. So, I basically have spent my weekend on Pokemon vacation. Um, we've learned, we've really come together as a team, and are very, very dominant in this area now. So Saturday I spent all day taking all the gyms in Northport, Omina, Suns Bay. And then there's a really good lure spot that we found that just pops out ridiculous things. So we sat there for several hours as well. And then I also took gems that night in Traverse City and came home. And then the next day we went out to Frankfurt and took all the gyms there. So at the time of this video, I'm actually in 24 Pokemon gyms that are in pretty good shape. So I should be doing pretty well on Pokemon Go coins for a while. So that has been my weekend, and now today, I haven't actually done any writing this past weekend. Today's gonna be writing day because Brad has the car, so I can't actually go pick Pokemon. I mean, I could bike to Kalkaska, but with what I could find in Kalkaska versus what I found at that lure, it's almost not even worth it. So I'm gonna spend the day writing instead. So for the past week, what I've been writing is that story that I've sort of been talking about. But I've sort of alternated between actually writing it and doing some planning because the planning has been going pretty well. So right at this moment, I'm at about 31,000 words. I know last week I told you I was coming up on 30,000 words, and I think I was at like 26, 27 at the time. So I actually haven't written that many words this week, but I still feel like I've progressed the story a lot because in my mind I actually know like where it's going. I've mapped out every single chapter, which I didn't have before. It's looking to be about 50 chapters. Give or take a couple. Plans always change as you write. And not only that, like some of the chapters that I have written are currently sitting at like 900 words, which is not that much, which means I'm probably going to combine some chapters instead. It's whatever. That's all stuff that doesn't matter right now. All I wanted to do was get an idea of what my scenes were going to be as I progressed through the story. So it's looking pretty cool. I will say that it's looking like it would need a sequel, but just one. Because it looks like I'm sort of setting up for some sort of crazy war. And I hate war books, so that'll be fun. I have to find a way to make that work. But, I mean, based on where the story is going, it's just not going to be a good place to leave it. Yeah. So, but the story's going really well. And I really like how it's turning out, especially in regards to the random cultures that have crafted themselves, and I'm really enjoying it. It's actually not too hard to sit down and actually do the writing. So today is a holiday. This is my first cup of coffee, which is why I might seem a little sleepy. I sat down to write last night and then just passed out. So I'm gonna try to spend some of today doing that. It's early yet, so I don't have any excuses today. And so that's my plan. A barbecue later. I might take over the gyms in Interlaken, because why wouldn't I? And I will let you go with that. So have a great week, everybody. And if you also got the holiday, good for you. If you're working this holiday, my heart goes out to you. I've been there, and it's a really sucky weekend to work. So with that, see you guys later.